Hello, my name's Bill Wright, and I'm the inventor of the Okie Rig. At the present time, I'm also the lake record holder at Lake Eufaula, Oklahoma for the largest bass caught there, 11 pounds, 14 ounces. Since we introduced this Okie Rig to the public in late January 2016, we've had numerous phone calls, numerous emails, and Facebook posts wanting to know what is an Okie Rig and how do you fish it. Well, let's take a look at one. Here is an Okie Rig. When you first look at it, you're going to think it's just another pre-rigged Carolina rig. It's not. It's totally different. What you got, what makes it so different, is this titanium wire. You can twist it, you can do whatever you want to with it, and it'll pop straight back. This allows you to take and get it unhooked. If you get hung up on the bottom with it, just go the opposite direction, hold your rod tip low to the water, add even pressure, it'll pop itself loose. It allows you to make longer casts because of it, because it flexes like a bow. It's very sensitive because it's a solid strand. It has this brass bead, and this is what goes to your line and to your reel. It's where you tie. Where the plastic bead here is where you take and run your leader. Now, how long a leader? Shorter the leader, easier it is to cast. Longer the leader, harder. I cut my leader 61 inches to start with. The time I tie onto the Okie Rig and then tie to my hook, I've usually got it down to around 4 foot. What you're going to see here in a few minutes is me fishing this Okie Rig. I'm on public waters. I'm at a city lake here in Oklahoma City. There's been 3 or 4 boats in there fishing this spot. They've gone in there, made some passes, and they left. I'm going to go right in behind them, and I'm going to catch 20 plus fish because they're all shallow water fishermen. They want to fish something sticking up. Let me tell you something that a lot of people won't tell you about bass fishing. The catchable fish that are in the lake are within 2 foot of the surface or 2 foot of the bottom. And there's more within 2 foot of the bottoms. Generally, there's schools. If you go down a bank and you're playing lay down, stick ups and stuff, you might catch a fish every now and then going down doing that. But you're not going to find 30, 40, 50, 60 fish stuck up on one stick up or one lay down. But out here with this Okie Rig, you're going to be able to find them and catch them. Now, do I catch a lot of big fish? Yes, I do. Do I catch a lot of small bass? Yes, I do. But when I go bass fishing, I go bass fishing to catch bass. I don't care if they're 6 inches or if they're 27 inches. It doesn't make me any difference. I want something pulling back on that rod. Let me show you what I fish this on. This is a 7.5 foot spinning rod with 10-pound test braid. That's one reason I come up with the Okie Rig, is the braid. I love to fish that braid because you can feel so much with it. But every time I touched a piece of rock with a regular Carolina rig, I'd cut it off. This was the solution, the Okie Rig. I can make long casts. I can make 60, 70 yard casts with a 1 ounce weight on this. I can sit in one spot and cover a lot of water. That's what makes this so efficient. I want you to catch more fish. And if you really, really want to catch more fish, you should be using an Okie Rig. If not, you're just missing the boat. Let's go out there and let me show you how to fish this Okie Rig. We're going to catch some fish. Not going to be a lot of big fish, but we're going to catch some fish so you can see. When I want you to take and watch the rod tip. That is very important. You will see me pulling it up. I'll have it down at about 9 o'clock, 3 o'clock, pulling it along, whatever side I'm on. Then I'll raise the rod up. That's because I've hit something and I'm coming up over it, so I'm pulling it up over it. Watch the rod tip. You'll catch it. Like I said, if you really want to catch them, you need to use this to find them deep water bass. Thank you. Fish an Okie Rig, you make a cast. Let the Okie Rig take your plastic down to the bottom. Get the slack up with your reel, and then start feeling the bottom with your rod tip. Watch the rod tip. as it bounces along the bottom. We're sitting in a channel about 13 foot deep, and there's an underwater point down there that comes up to about 8 foot. We're on the back side of the point. Now we're pulling up to the top of it. You can see my rod's in a horizontal position because I'm feeling every bump, rock that's down there. Watch the rod tip. It's bouncing, bouncing. That bait is just jumping and stopping, moving and stopping, enticing these fish. I'm looking for one large rock that I've found down there that seems to be holding these fish. Like I said, I'm in a horizontal position with my rod, feeling the bottom. That little brush hog is jumping around. Now I found that rock, so now I'm pulling over it, and I'm pulling the rod up, pulling it up. I'm getting ready to drop over that rock. I dropped over it, and there's the fish. It's not a real big fish. This is a very simple method of catching fish. It's a technique. It's not a big fish, but there's a lot of them there. Like I said, I sat in this spot and caught over 20 fish after boats have been in here and fished this. You can make bass fishing as technical as you want or as simple as you want. This is a very simple method that catches a lot of bass. We've made another cast. We're doing the same thing. We're pulling up the back side of that underwater point. I'm coming up the back side of it now. I'm almost up to the top. See the rod tip jump? That little brush hog is just going crazy down there in front of those bass. Okay, now I'm still feeling along the bottom. Now I'm going up here. There I am. I'm coming over there, and there's the fish. The water temperature was 41 degrees here, and I caught over 20 bass right here. Like I said, if you want to really catch a lot of fish, you need to be fishing an Okie rig, because this is what you'll find. Schools of these deep water bass where nobody else is fishing them. Give it a try. You will like it. A little bigger fish. It's good fish. Yeah, that's good fish. So that's probably 2.5, 3 pounds. You see, people have been in here and fished this same spot all morning, and these fish are here, but they don't know how to get to them. You have to use this Okie rig to catch these fish. I'm making a very long cast, covering a lot of water, but the fish are here. You have to use this Okie rig. It's a delivery system, a technique. So hopefully you will take this advice and get you one of these. Let's see if we can get some more.